The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Right now, we get the Dow up 40, Nasdaq's down 4, S&Ps are up 2. We have gold up $1.70. Let's see, light sweet crude, she's flat out there. Bonds are down 16. King dollar's off 33 ticks. They're trying to hammer it, but they just can't hammer King dollar, man.
Oh, they cannot.
They just can't hammer it, man. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, what you had out here this morning, folks, is that the real question is going to be,
who would want to hammer King dollar?
Oh, my God.
You gotta love. We love King dollar around here. You know, let's go along, America.
God, that's crazy. I got to send that to Angie, man.
Yeah, okay. I'll make sure I email that to you. It's great.
Oh my God! What we're looking at, folks, is that one of the Tigers sent us over a dollar bill with my picture in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But, if you're listening on the radio,
it's a beauty.
That's what we're looking at.
And that is King dollar, not King $100. It's King dollar.
It's King dollar. No, I get it. I get it.
King dollar, right there.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's absolutely great.
So, you know, it comes out. The New York Times this morning has the bottom line. Well, they're still. MF Global's still saying that.
Yeah, I saw they were going to release some money or something this morning.
Yeah, but the New York Times flat out come out and said that they stole the money. Flat out. They didn't say they stole the money. You know what's so sick, folks? What is so sick about how things get brought out? It's like, oh, the money got commingled. They stole the money. They stole the money. The bottom line is they took clients' money, and they got a margin call, and they took their money. You know, now the real question is going to be is who's going to go to jail?
Yeah, look, you're not in business for that long, and you don't have systems in place.
No,
know exactly what's going on.
Folks,
it's so insane.
Okay,
that's crazy. To even buy it, even possibly buy it.
That's
crazy.
right. Because everyone that's listening to this, you know, we all trade, right? So picture if you're running the company. Bottom line, you know, when you get a margin call.
Well, let me tell you when you really know. When you're walking on thin ice. And every dollar's important.
Big time.
That's when you really know exactly how many, pounds, euros, shekels, yen, you name it, you've got.
Everything.
Yeah. You know where everything is at.
And it's disgusting. So, it's like, so the bottom line is, my point, folks, don't let people get away with it. Don't let them get away with those types of words. Bring the word to where it should be. They stole the money. They stole these people's money, and it's so far over the top, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, we'll see where it shakes out. And I can't, and I'm just hoping that once the FBI we get a nice young FBI man or woman in there. Do you know what I mean? That really
somebody wants to make a name. Protect people. And say no more.
Yeah, and where the problem comes in, folks. Where the problem always comes in is this: is that you're going to have someone that wants to do their job even in there, right? Yeah. Then you're going to have such pressure though from the congressmen, from the senators, but there's going to be pressure on the other side saying, oh, well, hold it. Maybe this didn't happen. Maybe it was a mistake, okay?
Yeah.
To cover good old Cosine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line,
sure.
And yes, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. And the reason I'm not, folks, is that
it's not necessary.
We've been running the company too long. Just as you said, when you're running companies, folks, it ain't even close.
Yeah, look, when you got plenty of cash, when you're flush with cash, are you paying attention to what exactly your cash balance is?
No, you're not.
You're like saying, you can talk to yourself. You got money in the bank,
right?
Okay,
you can pull back, you can relax. Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Let me tell you, when you start getting down to the wire, you know every cent.
You do. If you want to be alive, you do. There's no two ways about it, man.
So I mean, it's just normal behavior. It's the way every single human being in the audience listening to us right now would either has been because they've run a business or just running their household. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Exactly.
It's just simply how people operate, and so you can't cut them any slack.
No. There's no way, you know, because now, I mean, and where I'm going with this also, folks, is I think what you're going to see here today is this, okay? So we had our futures up. There's no way, in my perception anyway, that large operators are going to go long over the weekend. And, and this has to do with liquidity. You know, well, the gold sell-off yesterday was about liquidity.
Yes.
You know,
no
people needed money.
No question.
Okay?
Yes.
So you have liquidity issues, but then what you have issues here about where do you keep your money over the weekend.
Right.
You know,
right.
Is there, you know, another bank? Is there another dealer out there that could be in trouble that all of a sudden no one gets their cash? So the divvying up of accounts is going to happen, and it's happening right now.
Yeah.
You know, where do I keep my cash, man?
For sure.
And that's Bernanke must be going bonkers right now, because that's a huge problem, folks, in the banking system in general.
Yeah.
Meaning that if we worry about that, you know, banking is a confidence game.
Right.
And if we worry about where you can keep your money overnight, it's a big problem. And I just can't imagine, you know, these people that got hung up at MF Global and their money's gone. You know, and I guess when all's said and done, you know what is a shame too? I was thinking about this morning. I said, so they figure, I don't know, 600, 900 million was gone.
Right.
But then the attorneys are going to take another 500 million.
Oh. Yeah.
You know,
Good
I mean,
point. Good point.
they're going to spread that out, so that's
sure.
another loss inside the deal. You know, and you know, the CME should be shot.
Yeah.
Let's see what the CME's doing today. Now they're gonna need a look at that's bouncing today. So if the CME, if we bounce on light volume, you know, we came down on 1.8 million. Well, it's not 357,000.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. Get some juice into it, but the CME should be shot for sure.
Right. Well, they knew. They had knowledge.
They knew 24 hours before before they tell the regulators. And this is just another situation. You know what's amazing is that Dodd-Frank got more regulations, but what we know is that the regulations that are in place, folks, the regulators don't do their job. They forget more regulations, okay? They don't do their job of what's in place.
Yeah.
You know, it's
well, those are two names that I don't like hearing. Those Dodd-Frank. Oh,
yeah. No, listen, man. You know, I mean, it's pretty amazing. It really is. You know. We go take a look at, okay, so the bond market over in Europe right now.
Yeah.
We got, oh, this is sick. This is pretty crazy, okay? So now the German bonds are going up.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. It's not a huge deal. It's 7 ticks. France is the number now, though. France is the one we want to watch.
Okay.
You know, because you had 3.5.
Yeah.
When France must be going, I mean, they have to be going absolutely on the S&P. So the S&P.
Okay, as far as downgrades, you mean?
Well, what happened is this. Remember, like Monday, the S&P came out with an email by mistake, supposedly, folks. It was it was by mistake, but it just goes to show how
by mistake as far as sending. Maybe you know maybe the information contained in it was legitimate.
That's right. It had to be there.
Right?
And it's just that it went out.
Yeah.
It went out. Well, that's a great point, man.
Okay,
that's a great point. That someone had
just
actually
dream it up.
Yeah,
you don't have anything to do.
Yeah, because you know what, folks? What happened is on that. Oh, that's so cool. You just said that because okay. So what happened is this: the S&P is claiming that it's their computers that did it, that sent this out. But just as you said,
your computer composes
emails
someone had
to write it first. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Someone had to write it first.
That's right.
And what they wrote, folks, is that they were downgrading the AAA rating from France.
Yeah.
Well, what ended up happening is that bang. The rates go up.
Right.
It took 2.5 hours for them to turn and say, no, that didn't happen. But see, they never went back down.
Right.
Because
you know the likely the real truth is out.
Yeah.
Now look, isn't it this coming week when the super committee's got to have everything in place?
Yeah.
Remember the markets were just falling apart. Before they came out with here's the plan, the super committee, and we're going to have this and. We're going into it's unwinding time.
That's right.
Going into next week.
That's right.
Are you kidding?
And what's going to happen? I suspect what's going to happen is that if they don't do a deal, folks, there's automatic
some automatic cuts
that come in, and we'll see how that shakes out. We'll see how they try to get around it. Because what is going to happen?
Well, we should go look at defense stocks.
Oh yeah,
right? Because that's you know, wonder how the defense stocks haven't taken a look at.
Well, this is what they're claiming. See, this is where this gets interesting. That's where it's going to get hit. But folks, we're winding down 2 wars. So the bottom line is that there's plenty of wind downs that can happen anyway. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
But if we were in that business, we'd be screaming, saying, no.
That's right.
You know, hey, you got problems here. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, so you get the PR deal spinning in a huge way.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. Yes?
All you non-believers out there?
Uh-oh. King Dog?
You non-believers, okay?
I love it.
And the dollar. And go long America. You know, I can picture, though, how this is hard to do.
Yeah.
Let's picture this. If you're, folks, and I understand, if you're long stocks, if you're, you know, and how can you say, oh, no, you know, if our communities make more money, the dollar goes up, then the equity market goes down. It's because the amount of propaganda, folks, that these larger companies do. It's slave labor, it's overseas labor, it's kill the dollar.
Right.
Well, you know what? We're going to change that, folks. Okay, so all you have to do is protect yourself for the next, you know, well, you should protect yourself all the time, but, you know, a year and a half, protect yourself big time. You're going to have more cash.
Yeah.
This is a dynamic change that's happening. Oh, listen to this. Oh, this is it. Folks, you're not going to believe this. Okay, I got to tell you this story.
I love it.
This is absolutely hilarious.
I love it.
Okay. I woke up, every New Year's, folks, we have a very large New Year's party, right?
Gathering.
And, yeah, and, you know, we have a blast. Well, I got to...
I've never seen a football game on New Year's Day, though.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Just haven't gone to sleep. So picture this. In 2000, right? And we have them every year, but in 2000, we had a big reggae band, right? And great time, great party.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, to me, 2000 was the top of the market, and we've been in a bear market since then, right?
Yeah.
So you know, my mantra, you know, what's happening, that, you know, the dollar's up, and I really think, folks, that we will have a bull market, but I think it's about a year away. Yeah. And then you talk about a field day. Oh, it's a field day.
That's right.
But wait to hear this. We were looking for entertainment this year, right?
Yeah.
And Angie wanted this one guy, and she kept wanting. I says, man, that guy's not going to go. Man, he wants to be with his family that night and all this.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, she ended up getting a big reggae band yesterday.
Okay.
I woke up this morning, and I realized, I says, honey, this is a great omen. It is. So picture it. Coming into the year 2000, we had the reggae band. And we have a different band every year.
Right.
And I says, you know what's going on, honey? I says, we're coming out the other side. We're going to have a reggae band. We're going to be doing those calypso drums. We're going to have a reggae band, folks, going into 2012. And what that's going to do, that's going to bring in a real economy again. You know, and it will make sense.
You're not calling the end of the bear market here.
Well, in 2012, I think it will be.
Okay.
Yeah. We hit my age 25.
Okay.
And then what's going to happen, folks? Everyone's going to think it's the end of the world. Then the world doesn't end. We're just going to be beginning.
No, we buy fear.
Yeah.
We sell greed.
You got it.
It's really simple.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there. We're coming right back, folks. We get the Dow up 23, Nasdaq down 6, S&P's are flat. Gold is up 470. We're going to be right back. Wasn't that wild, though?
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Don't forget, folks, over at Tiger Metal Exchange, we get a great referral program going on.
We do, and it's real easy, folks. This is all about really you being able to help out, the people that are in your life,
right.
Or even folks that have been out of your life for a while and just want to send them a quick email. What we know is that the cash for gold business, and you know it too, just simply by going out and walking through the malls,
right.
And the stores. Big industry, big, huge industry,
right.
And people are getting taken advantage of,
right.
And so,
in a huge way, not in a small way.
And so for us, there's really, we're all about growth. There's really two ways to grow the business. You can take it out of out of profits, which means out of people's pockets,
right?
Because just to cover the cost in the market, or we just simply decided to put some money in your pocket,
right.
By just telling folks, just simply we're referring folks to us. We've got an easy program. You just simply go over to TigerMetalExchange.com. You sign up for the partner program, and you can have a protected client list. That way, any business that they do with Tiger Metal Exchange, you'll get 5% of their payout, and the average transaction is about $1,000. So $50 in your pocket just for helping somebody out. This is where you're going to actually be helping someone out.
And that, you have no cash up, folks. You have, and it's so cool how it's automated. I mean, because what ends up happening is that you actually see when your client sends us and wants a kit,
yeah,
where the kit is, where it is in the whole process, right?
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of folks, you don't have to be doing business with us. You don't have to be sending us something.
Right.
It's just a matter of you making other folks aware. And it's just kind of a quick email to them. Hey, don't know if you're interested, but these are guys that are credible, reputable. They pay out the most, and so if you're interested, you ought to
right.
check these guys out.
Right.
Real simple. And when you consider 45 million Americans are working from home, and certainly most people are listening on this show here.
Yes.
You know, it's a matter of just sitting by your computer over the weekend and just taking a few minutes, and you can put some money in your pocket.
And then you take that money, folks, and go long the dollar.
That's right.
And then really make some money.
That's right.
Totally. No. Hey, listen. You know, it's you know, when you talk about volatility, just look at this market. I mean, Europe. You know what's amazing, folks, is that if you watch how the world trades. This morning I was cracking up. The futures are up, folks, right? And if you were watching Asia last night, Asia got killed. Asia was down 2% across the board.
Oh,
right?
I know.
And I was cracking. Even when our futures are up, Europe's down. I'm saying to myself, it just goes to show, folks, how many people don't do their homework. That's what's amazing to me.
Yeah. Now here's why our futures were up. You know, I've got it on my screen here, and I've got two patterns, and it's a 120-minute S&P E-mini contract.
Oh, look at that.
And so what you want to really take a look at, folks, I'm going to blow up the second pattern that we're looking at.
Okay.
And it's really taking a look at yesterday. Let me just do one more thing here just to make it a little bit easier to see. And what I want to show you is, and this is why we want you to understand sacred geometry in these patterns, because they help you to understand how the market is breathing.
Right.
And what the ES Mini did was it made a butterfly, a 1.272 butterfly expansion as we came into the lows at about 4:30 yesterday.
Okay.
And so, you know, so we came in there, and when you do that, folks, your chances are that this is going to be an area that holds, which it did. Now, all you have to do is take your retracement tool and go from the top, which is your A point here, because you know, it's really just a large ABC, you know, which was at the high of around the 1270 area, all the way down to the lows, in essence, that we made yesterday in the 1206 area.
Yes.
And on a butterfly pattern or a Gartley pattern, what typically will happen is you'll do a 0.382 retracement.
Of that.
So when I saw that, okay, I knew as I was taking a look at putting my newsletter together overnight, plus you had folks out there that were trying to figure out ways to push the market so they could, you know,
sell more.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay, you know, and so if you know that you're normally going to bounce to a 0.382 area, to me, that's nothing more than just normal breathing that's out there.
Yes.
You know, and so now it's doing when you also do that, you usually will take a rest. People get off the elevator, what have you, go back down, you know, to the bottom floor to pick up some passengers.
Right.
Now, the problem is when you get down towards that bottom floor, if you will, so where it started, if you're coming down there with volume, it says, guess what? I'm going to fail here, and now I'm going to go probably do a 1.618 butterfly that's out there.
Right.
And so it becomes real easy to, and it's so helpful because what it does when you understand these patterns and you understand what they normally do, what their breathing patterns are, what helps is you understand what's going on in the market. And it really helps to eliminate fear because you're able to say, this is normal.
Yeah, it is.
You know, depending on what side of, and so let's just say that you were long and you had all of a sudden flipped positions in your mind yesterday at the close. You know, you said, you know what, I don't want to go long in this holiday weekend. Even if the market goes up, I want to take my money off the table.
Right.
If you knew about the butterfly pattern here and you saw the markets coming up to the 0.382 area, you'd say, okay, it's time to sell.
Right.
That's because you would know you've gotten a little bit more of your money back.
Right.
And take it off the table, as opposed to believing, oh, this is great, we're going to have a huge bounce.
And you know what's so cool, folks, is that these are leading indicators.
That's right.
If you understand geometry, it's a leading indicator.
That's right.
It's not a lagging indicator.
That's right.
And it's huge understanding the differences, because the difference is dramatic, folks, okay?
Because you know in advance what you're looking for.
Big time.
So
Big
cool.
time.
That's
Steve
right.
Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
It's the best AAA triptych out there.
Folks, this is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your gold report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you being here. We have the Dow up 44 right now. Nasdaq's down 4. S&Ps are up 2. And, when we take a look at the Nasdaq came down hard yesterday. So it's going to be interesting how the NDX 100 stays, at these levels. Bill's cause to basically get under these levels. On a short-term basis, folks, it's going to need a lot of juice in order to break the B point of a larger ABC down, because it's 5 million shares on a 10-minute. We just did, last 10-minute, we did 2.3. So that's not enough. If you get to 5 million, then you get a big ABC structure on the way down. I suspect, now the way you always, which is pretty cool, this happening on a Friday is really cool, see, because it's the counter trend bounce, even in the Qs right now. What I expect you're going to see is that the volume will die off immediately.
Right.
And if it does, it's going to keep trying to bust that low out. And if that's what we do for the next 3 or 4 hours, what you will see is that it will blow that thing away before the close today.
Yeah.
And it will be that last go down, like, let me out. I don't like what's happening. Because, see, if you're in front of a screen, or you just not even in front of a screen, if you just look at the market here and then at 2:30,
right,
and you're a larger player, say, hold it, man. This isn't gone nowhere.
Right.
This is get out of town, get my cash,
for sure,
and start again.
For sure. And look, an Apple, Apple's still that stock that you got to take a look at. you know.
Well, it absolutely is, and and
it's struggling. It's just finishing up. It's trying to complete its pattern, and it's not done yet.
No, it's not. And if we take Apple, you're at the 377 right now, and anything. Let's see. So on the weekly basis, listen, Apple's got to get over 381.50 by the close.
Yeah.
If it doesn't get over 381, it's basically saying, hey, I'm going to go after the 354.
And even, and it had some volume picking up yesterday, and it completed the 1-to-1, okay, of an ABC down, okay, and when you do that, you do something a little different. Now, in this case here, if Apple just continues to kind of move sideways for a day or two, on some light volume, Apple wants to complete more than a 1-to-1 ABC, in my opinion.
No, and let me tell you something, folks. You do not want to see, if Apple gets into that 365 and closes, watch out.
Yeah.
And then you get problems.
Yeah.
And, they have, unfortunately, it's wild how the whole thing, they have competition now everywhere. Not just,
for sure.
I mean, everyone is getting into the tablet market, and I have, my sister gave me the iPad, and I love it.
Right.
But I have an Android phone. They're going to be able to make that very inexpensively. It's going to be Samsung. They're going to come after them.
That's right.
That's going to commoditize that deal. And you know,
I didn't pay attention to the Google
the music
thing. Did you see much on it, or
well, you know what?
Maybe David will talk about this afternoon.
There's a lot of music there. What I did last night, I have Google TV at home.
Okay.
And now what is interesting is that what they did is this, folks. Okay, last year, Google did it. Well, actually, it was Sony and Logitech did a terrible job of explaining how this works.
Yeah. Now, that was all part of it was included inside the television, or that was a separate box?
No, it was a separate box. All it was is this. The Sony box, folks, all the Sony box was just like your regular DVR box, right?
Okay.
And you just take one box out and put the other one in, and it works beyond belief.
Yeah.
Now,
that gave you instant access to the internet.
To the whole net, right? To movies and all
to
everything.
To Tiger TV.
To Tiger TV.
That's right.
Okay, so that's why I got it.
That's right.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
So, what is really cool here, though, is that they just come out with new software.
Okay.
Right? Well, the boxes. They asked me, I put the box on 2 nights ago. I said, do you want to upgrade? I said, yeah, I upgrade. Hit the thing. They upgraded the whole thing. Now, when I go on the deal, they got movies and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
right on the main screen.
Yeah.
So they're going to get, I think they're going to get some traction.
Yeah.
It's Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, folks. We get the Dow up 48, NASDAQ down 2, S&P's up 3, gold is up $12. Coming right back.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
I love it. Yeah,
and folks,
like a kid in a candy store and eating popcorn.
Yeah, totally. Right? And don't forget, folks, at TFNN, Monday morning, we start broadcasting live, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 to 1. 3 to 6. You can get all that programming live at TFNN, archived at TFNN. Tiger TV, of course, is right there. And come right after Thanksgiving, folks. If you have an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device, you're going to be able to get Tiger TV on all of those devices 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It was so cool. I was watching it while I was eating dinner last night.
It's amazing. It is
folks,
I'm telling you, it's so clear. The charts are so clear.
Yeah.
It's, you know, technology is so where it's at. It's just absolutely amazing.
And we need to tell people it's a different technology for streaming the video.
Yes.
You know, the problem we're having on Tiger TV is just simply the compression.
Right.
You know, that the process goes through. So they've been working on some other, you know, compression software around here.
Exactly.
That doesn't compress it as much, and the video feed is incredible. It's like watching an HD TV.
No, it is.
And then the charts are much clearer.
Right.
You know, not HD yet.
Right.
But much clearer.
Right.
And so it's really going to be a great, great addition.
And, you know, the bottom line, folks, is that the great part is you can do it anywhere. You can take your phone, you can trade right off it, and you're off to the races, man. Yeah. You know, big time. High volume stocks out here. What's going to be interesting is watching Bank of America. Bank of America right now is teetering, folks. And what you have out here, we're at 578. That's where it's trading, 579. You close there on the weekly, and, you know, bottom line, you're at the highs.
Yeah,
of the lows.
That's right. Yeah.
And that could be problematic in a big way. There's no two ways about that. So, you know.
Yeah, 576, and did it get down there? 575. Yeah. So it's tested that. October 4th area.
Yes.
Which had 447. You just don't want to see it close below 576.
You don't want it to close there. You know, don't want to close there. Listen, folks. So Friday we got our man Basil Chapman's going to be coming up at 11.
Yeah.
We're going to keep you healthy with Nico DeHaan at 12. David White's going to be back here at 3, and then I'm going to be back here at 4. Yeah. And I got to leave you right now because I got to take a call, folks.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And Steve will absolutely take care. He does each and every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing,
Okay,
brother.
partner.
Okay, man.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So let's and folks, you can always give me a call, 877-927-6648. And so let's go take a look at, what do you guys want to take a look at out there? You know, just send me some energy. Let me see. What does you want to look at? So what you want to go take a look at is, let's see. I'm feeling it. What is it? Let's go take a look at the JAG. So that is something that is Jaguar Mining. The symbol on that is JAG. And we go take a look at that. And look at that thing. You know, they have that buyout that came in at around $9. That thing is trading right now at $7.70. And so, you don't want to get into this right now, but you can see the volume that came into this. And if they don't accept that buyout, this is one of those ones that you absolutely want to have on your watch list. Now, you want to have it on your watch list because this stock will move back to its breakout area. And the breakout area on this, would be all the way to the November 15th high range, which would be 540 down to 529. You want to watch it, this, assuming that the buyout doesn't go through. And if it comes down to that 605 area, you want to start taking a look at taking a position. Why? Because you've got this high volume breakout. And breakouts, if you just did nothing but just simply not buy the breakout, but buy the retracement, buy the stocks as they're coming down to the breakouts, you would absolutely make a fortune. We talk about ABC patterns. We talk about Gartley's butterfly patterns. We talk about the Chapman wave patterns that are out there. Another pattern that often gets overlooked as far as us, talking about it is just simply the breakout. And so what you want to do is whatever scanners you might have is you want to be taking a look at, stocks that are popping or stocks that are dropping, because you have both breakouts and breakdowns, if you will. And, so if you have an inclination to go short, you want to see a stock that is busting through swing points with volume. And there's no question when we take a look at Jaguar Mines, this is busted through swing points with volume to the upside. And and you have this on your watch list, you can even have advanced orders in, as long as you manage your advanced orders, through your brokerage house. And you really want to be able to watch this because if it does come back to that area, you've got a lot of folks that are supporting you. So if you want a lot of love and appreciation, which you certainly want when you're in a stock, when you're going long, you want the big money that's being able to, push you up. So that is on Jaguar Mines, and you should put that on your watch list for sure. Let's see what else. Let's go just take a look at the different spider indexes. I haven't done that for a while. And so if we take a look at the different spider indexes, let me see which ones we can pull up on the screen here. Let's go take a look at not the XLF, because we do that all the time, not the XLE. Let's go take a look at the XLB, folks. And when we take a look at that, right now we're trading at 33.51. Let me just refresh my screen, make sure, because I had to do an upgrade here yesterday, make sure I'm getting all the correct data out here. And right now you're trading at 33.52. And let me get rid of some of this other stuff on here. So you can see this is in a sideways consolidation as well. And the swing point that it's into right now is that November 1st swing point, 23 million shares. When we came into that thing yesterday, you came in with 19 million shares. So you came in with lighter volume. You did not get all the way down to the bottom. You'd like to see this thing here get down to the 32.80, 32.79 on less than 23 million shares. But this thing, like the markets here, you had a big volume day on the downside on November 9th, 22 million shares. And when you were making the top, you were making the highs with 9.9 million shares. And you were going against, at that stage, you were going against the swing point all the way back from August 31st that had 12 million shares. So if you go back and you take a look at the XLB, this is a good one to take a look at, where you've got a failure on price and volume at the highs. So your swing point you're looking at is August 31st. And what you're doing is you hit that on October 27th. Now, you hit that with 20 million shares. You should have been able to bust through it. If you can't bust them up, you bust them down. What's it do the next day? It comes back and it tests it only on 9.9 million shares. And it closed. Where did it close that day? That's a tough call, because it closed at the 35.99, and the swing point that it had was 35.92. But what it did do was it got over the prior day's high on some lighter volume. And you came back in there and you tested it again, 15 million shares. So this thing here is just in a little bit of a sideways consolidation. 877-927-6648. Give me a call, folks, as we go into our last segment. We'll be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, The Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of two emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin Burnstone Mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone Mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister Mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the fourth quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York Stock Exchanges under the symbol GBG. Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
Catch Basil Chapman, editor of the Chapman Market Line and Trends Watch, as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. I am Steve Rhodes, half of the Money Masters. Tom had to a good emergency call that he had to go take. So I am going to take us into the close, take us into Mr. Basil Chapman. Now, if you were listening not to the segment, I don't recall if it was the last segment or the segment before that, but what I was taking a look at was I was looking at the ES mini chart on the 120-minute basis, and we were taking a look at the butterfly pattern that had created out there yesterday coming into the close around 4:30. Now, what I was first showing you is that when you have this pattern, and it works this way with Gartley's or butterfly expansions here, is that what you'll typically do, your first move, your first bounce off that, is going to be coming into the 0.382 area. In this case here, it would have been the 1231.20. Where you actually got up to is the high of 1229.75. That is close enough for me. Then, in just simply the normal breathing pattern that goes on inside these markets, and those are these Fibonacci retracement and expansion numbers. This would be the 0.382, the 618, the 0.786. If we go take a look at the pullback then this morning, because once you do that 0.382 move, what typically happens is then you're going to go ahead and you're going to back off a bit. And where does it back off to? It does a 0.618 retracement, and it does that. And the 0.618 or 0.786 retracement was 1211.48. What does it pull back down to? It pulls down to 1211.50. You gotta want to understand. You gotta love this sacred geometry, folks. You know, maybe it's making an ABC up, but let's go to Nick in Oklahoma City. Nick, thanks for calling.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, my pleasure. How are you today?
Well, couldn't be better.
Oh, that's great. Glad to hear it. You wanted to, what did you want to look at today?
Blue Code Systems.
Blue Code Systems. The symbol on that is BCSI. And Nick, tell me what you're doing here. What are you looking at?
Well, former IBD stock beaten down quite badly.
Okay.
Now trying to get up, and I'm just thinking how much juice behind it.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, what you're looking at is if we take a look at the breakdown area, you know, we were talking, so I'm really glad that you called about this, because we're talking about, you know, wanting to understand stocks that are breaking out and having them on your watch list, just as well as stocks that are breaking down. Now, you'd never short a stock like this because it's trading at $18, and so, you know, all you can do, and I know that's not what you're calling about, but I just want to make sure that I put that out there for folks. Now, when the breakdown area that you had in BCSI came, one of them, the last one was on August the 16th. And when it broke down, it gapped down with 2.4 million shares. It gapped down from a high the session before on August 16th. The high there was 1836. Did 1.47 million shares. Now today, this thing has broken out and 1118 yet. And right now you've traded 3.2 million shares. So what you're doing is, you know, you are taking over that swing point. It'll be interesting to see where this closes for the day. You know, what I would do is wait for this now. Now you've got a sign of strength in here, and it's the first sign of strength that you've had. And what you'd really want to do is you'd want to keep this on your watch list, let's say, and go ahead and take a look at this as it comes back into the 1534 area. And what you've got at that 1534 at 1497 is where you had the stock break down, and the volume that you have there is 7.8 million shares. So I would take a look at that line, and because just above it is where, in essence, the stock broke out. And if you're coming back into that area with lighter volume, then I would think that you would want to go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. Now, you know, what you're going to have along the way is you've got some pretty large supply lines. So what you would be taking a look at on this is once you get up into the, and I'm going to the date of May 28th, where it had its last breakdown. You did 14 million shares. And the low down there is 2144. So, you know, as you do your trade, take a look at your money management where your stop has to be, but your first likely exit is going to be in that 2144 area. All righty?
21. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hey, Nick, thanks for calling. Have a great weekend, folks. Stay tuned. Basil Chapman will be right up, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, folks.